how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. Today's video is a get ready with me. I had lots of new makeup that I wanted to play with and test out, and I created this look and I love it so much. I'm very excited to just chat about what I used, just chat with you in general, do my makeup, have fun, be creative. So throw me on as background noise, do your makeup with me, whatever it is you like to do with these kinds of videos. It's gonna be so much fun. As far as my accessories today go, this is just an old basic choker. I'm wearing little studs from the brand Mirror and Grand. And I have to shout out my shirt because it's a Book Babe design shirt. I shout out Book Babe designs all the time, but the Forever Reading Books with Ghosts. This one has a cat. It's just so cute. She has so many spooky bookish designs right now, and I think her launch is going definitely through the end of August. I think she said it might go through like the first week of September, but if you're interested in spooky bookish merch, go check out her Instagram. I'm a huge fan. I buy all of her launches. But anyways, let's just hop into it, play with some makeup. It's gonna be a fun time. Okay, friends, hello. Let's dive into this get ready with me. I have pretty much a full face of new makeup to test out and play with, and I'm so excited. So let's dive in. A couple of these I've already been testing out, but they're still relatively like new, you know, like I'm still in the early stages. One of which being the primer. This is the Positivity primer from What's Up Beauty. It's like a hydrating primer and it's quite nice. It's like a milky sort of texture and it just glides onto the skin so nicely. It just feels very lightweight and hydrating, if you will. And this is really nice. I've been liking it. I've been wearing this the last like probably 4 or 5 days and I've had no issues with my makeup sitting on top of it. So that's been really nice. While that sinks into the skin, I don't know if I really have a game plan. I'm just gonna be testing stuff out. I have some new things that Surratt literally just sent me today. I have a Lottie London powder. I'm gonna play with one of the new Colourpop cheek balms. I have the Donidarkowitz and Blend Bunny collab. That's the star of the show for sure. I have so many fun things to play with. I have this foundation from Surratt. This is the Dewdrop foundation. It's in the shade 1. It looks like this. It has like this little nozzle. Oh, it's like a little button on the bottom. I see. Okay, this is kind of hard to do when you have long nails to like push the button, but I'm understanding. Let's see how this goes. This seems like it'll be a little bit more lightweight, which I do prefer. I'm gonna use my Sigma F48 to blend this out. And speaking of Sigma, my video most recently before this one is my Sigma and BATTYBEAN collab, my eye brush favorite set, and I'm so excited. Thank you so much for all the sweet words that you left. I got so much just nice comments and nice messages, and I just appreciate it so much. I was so happy yesterday when it happened. It was so fun. I'll of course have my set linked in my description box, and I'm just so thankful for your love and support. Even if you didn't buy it or don't plan on buying it, but you just left a nice comment, like that still means the absolute world to me. So thank you so much. So far this foundation is interesting. Definitely very lightweight, kind of watery, which is nice. I feel like it's blending out pretty decently. Color's not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Definitely intrigued to keep trying this one out. So far, so good. My concealer is also from Surratt, and this is so unique. I've never used a concealer like this. This is the Surreal Skin Concealer. It's also in the shade 1, and it's in like a little, like a lip balm application. So I suppose I'm just gonna kind of rub it on my under eyes or anywhere that I feel the need to conceal. I'll just see how this blends out with it. A very non-messy concealer. Not that I have an issue with my concealer being super messy, but if you needed something, especially like traveling around and didn't want something liquidy that was gonna leak or anything like that, that could be a nice option. This isn't so bad. I feel like that's blending out pretty decent actually. Even though it's on a stick, it wasn't a super like thick formula where it tugs or doesn't wanna blend. That seemed kind of nice actually. Obviously I still need to keep playing around with both of those products, but I mean, so far so good. I'm not mad at the way they look. For setting powder, I'm gonna try this Lottie London one that they just sent me in Brightening Pink. I'm a little scared. I've used some pink powders in the past that I wasn't a huge fan of, so we'll see how this goes. Just gonna knock some in the cap. I'll use one of the powder puffs they sent me as well. I'm just gonna pick some of that up, and I'm actually gonna tap some on my hand first so that it's not too much. And then I'll just go right into my inner corner under eye area. This isn't too bad, thankfully. I've used some pink powders in the past where they are just so pink, like so pigmented, probably just too pale for them, but this one seems pretty good. Like it doesn't scream like bright pink. I feel like it's very much just giving that brightening effect where I want it. It does smell fairly powdery, like, I don't know if that makes sense, that powdery sort of smell, like I can feel it in my throat. But I'm pretty okay with the application of it. I'm gonna be using a powder bronzer, so I just want to add a little bit of powder along my bronzy areas, just so nothing sticks and clings. The bronzer I have is also from Surratt. This is the Artistique bronzer. Never tried this before, so we shall see how it goes. This is an F44 from Sigma. I guess let's just go to town. I actually haven't used a powder bronzer in a minute. I feel like I've just been on a creams and liquids kick mostly, but I am excited to see how this goes. Ooh, that looks quite nice actually. Put a little along my jawline, dust some on the nose, I'm gonna pop some on my forehead. This seems to blend pretty nice, and I don't mind the color either. Like it's definitely a little warm, but it's not like orangey by any means, so this is pretty nice. For blush, I'm gonna use one of the cheek balms from Colourpop in the cute like heart acrylic. I think this will be my 7th one I'm testing out. This one's in the shade It's a Look. It's very cute. And I've used these mixed with highlighter. I've used these just by themselves. I've used them with a brush like I'm going to today. This is the F43 from Sigma. I've used it with a sponge and it worked fine. I'm pretty impressed with these. I did want to see kind of how this would layer if I did like powder bronzer first. So that's kind of why I picked this order today. Because I have some creams that I can kind of layer on top of powder and it's not world ending. So I'm curious how this one will play because I've been impressed with this product so far. I feel like it's pretty pigmented and has good blendability. I feel like their other cream blushes are just way too sheer for my preference. These ones seem to have a little bit more punch to them, which I personally appreciate very much. Ooh, that's really pretty. I feel like that's actually layering and blending so nicely. And a little goes such a long way. You don't even need a lot of this product. Very, very impressed. So this might be my favorite blush product that Colourpop has ever come out with. I'm gonna pop just a little across the nose. I'm feeling pretty happy with this vibe so far, actually. I think it looks really good. I'm gonna do a little bit of fake freckles with my Freck XL. Nothing new here. Just kind of dabbing a little dots around and kind of patting them out with my finger to blend them out. For highlighter, I'm so excited to dive into the Simply Put highlighter palette from Blend Bunny and Donidarkowitz. I think it's so cool. I kind of want to use this pinky shade maybe as a blush topper, and then I want to use Skin of a Killer as my face highlight. I feel like I just have to. It's probably illegal if I don't. Just gonna take a little bit of that pinky one on this Alter Ego 102 brush. And I'm just gonna press this on top of that cream. Just a little bit. Ooh, that's kind of nice actually. I mean, not that I doubted it. I feel like Blend Bunny truly can do no wrong. But, ooh, that's really nice. I feel like that's really, really nice. And obviously, if you have a deeper skin tone, this is gonna be just stunning as an actual highlighter. But I'm making it work really nicely as a blush topper. Cute, cute, cute. And then I'm gonna take Skin of a Killer on this Alter Ego 101. I've been testing out this little brush. I don't even know if I like it for face highlighter, but I've been using it anyways. I guess I'm not mad at it for face highlighter. It's just not normally the shape I go for. I usually go for like more of a tapered brush or even a tiny fan, but this one seems to work pretty decent. This is so pretty. Wow. I feel like that highlighter just took everything to the next level. That is so pretty. I'm just gonna really quick set my face with my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Setting Spray and then do my brows. I've done my brows 1,000 times. Just my same routine with the Milk Makeup Tubing Brow Gel and then my NYX Brow Pen. All the details are in the description box as always. And then we'll move on to the eyes because I'm itching to dive into the palette. Okay, I've been sitting here for a minute trying to gather my thoughts on what I want to do with this palette because I have the Little Miss She Never Misses and I am so into this color story. The greens, the blues, the purples, this autumn row on the side, all of these beautiful shimmers and multi-chromes and sparkly goodness. This is so pretty. I Cannot wait to dive in. I have a feeling this could become one of my favorites from the brand. So let's get started. I'm going to prime with my Sigma eyeshadow primer in Ignite. I'm just going to smear this on and blend it out. And I do plan on doing another look with this over on Instagram and YouTube Shorts. If it's not already up, it'll be up very soon because I plan on filming that tomorrow as I'm filming this. So if it's not already up, it's gonna get posted anytime now. So just stay tuned. I'm very pumped. So I want to do kind of a green crease. I want to do a full cut crease and have the lid be kind of like golden orangey-ish. I want to do very fall vibes. It's going to kind of match my shirt. That was kind of the inspiration. So I want to start with the shade Panic. I'm going to use my Sigma E33 brush, and I'm just going to tuck it right in that crease, and I'm going to go from inner to outer. I am kind of flicking it up toward my brow as I get to the outer corner, but I'm just using very light little motions. Not a ton of pressure, just trying to get this shade laid down. And I am going to deepen this up more with the darkest green, and I'm going to blend it out more with a lighter green. So this is just kind of my in-between to get things set. Oh, I'm already so excited. This is going to be so good. I think I want to blend it out with Hello. These shade names are the cutest ever. I'm going to use my E38 brush from Sigma. This is part of my set. A lot of the brushes I'm going to use in this look are from my set with Sigma. I love so many of their brushes. Like narrowing it down to 6 was hard, but also easy because the 6 I pick are the 6 that I use all the time. But there are a few nuanced brushes like this guy that I just used that I like to use, but I don't use it all the time. So I didn't feel like it was fitting to put in my kit. But they just have great brushes. That's the moral of the story here. And then I'm going to take the darkest green, Touch Grass. I'm going to use my E36 brush from Sigma. I'm just going to take this super, super tight. Basically what I did with that first brush, but this one's going to be even tighter because it is teenier. And this is just going to deepen it up just a smidgen more. Because I did want a little bit of like a dimensional cut crease, you know, so we have different vibes going on, different levels of light and dark. And then I'll just go in with my previous brushes. I don't even have any additional product, just to make sure the blends are blending. I am so into these greens. They're so pretty. All right, so I want to cut my crease now. I'm going to take a glitter primer. I'm gonna use my Beaute Bar Shimmer Stay. I like how liquidy this one is. It'll really help me clean up and get this as crisp as possible before I go in with the shimmer. I'm gonna use this Alter Ego 202 because it's kind of flat and pointy. Just gonna grab a glob of that primer, and I'm just gonna kind of go, and I'm gonna kind of tuck it deep in that crease and kind of do little windshield wiper motions and just sort of carve out my lid to get it as crisp as possible. I find that like really rubbing the glitter primer helps to kind of erase a little bit. See how much more crispy that is with that glitter primer? It's like magic. I'm gonna first use the shade Rocksteady, just picking that up with that same sticky brush. That's so pretty. And I'm just gonna take this right up against that cut. I want this to be kind of my first shade to kind of break up between my cut crease and my more pungent orangey shimmer. I'm gonna do some reddish orangey shades on the lower lash line as well. I just want like a full, I don't know, turning into autumn sort of vibe. Watching the leaves go from green to yellow to orange to dead. Not that that happens much in Florida. Here in North Central Florida, things go from green to then just dead in some cases, but not a whole lot of orange, unfortunately. I want to go in now with Cowboy Country. Oh, that's so pretty, that multi-chrome. You can see it shift in the pan. I'm going to use my Sigma E55. This is part of my set as well. And I'm just going to tap this kind of on the lower part of my lid. And I want it just to kind of feather up and outward. And it's going to kind of blend in with the lower lash line once I get to that. But for now, I want it to just kind of blend out in a way. Ooh, this is looking pretty cool, I must say. Very high contrast, very demure, very mindful. Just using a clean blending brush just to blend the edges of that shimmer, just so it kind of fades out in a way. I think this is so cool. I love these vibes. Well, let's move on to the lower lash line. Basically, I'm gonna have 3 different colors going on. So I'm gonna be using Reed Mortuary, blend it into Pain, blend it into the bright orange. So it's just gonna be a nice like burgundy red orange moment. I'm gonna take my E30 pencil brush. This is also part of my set with Sigma. And I'm gonna run this right up against my lower lash line, just getting it really, really close and tight. It's a really, really good burgundy. It's so pretty. Taking my E42 from Sigma, also part of my set, with the more true red, and I'm gonna blend this along the edges of that burgundy, just to get it more buffed before I go on with the orange. I am so into this look. This is so fun. This is honestly like not even what I expected to do. I don't know what I expected. I knew I just wanted to play with an explosion of colors, and I wanted to do something kind of funky and high contrast and not monochromatic, and this is what I came up with. And I love red on the lower lash line. I know it can be kind of scary and not everyone likes to put like reds and pinks on the lower lash line, but I think it's so cool. Taking that bright orange now on my E40 from Sigma, also part of my set, and I am just going to fluff this around the edges of those reds just to get it a little bit more blendy and buffed, and just adding a little bit more color and dimension. This is just so much fun. Look how cool that is. I feel like a grungy Skittle. This is so fun. I'm gonna highlight the inner corner with Airced. It just looks so pretty. This is just a little 201 from Alter Ego. Just adding that fun little spotlight right there in the inner corner. That's super, super pretty. They really killed it with this collab. This is so fun. I think the next look I do with this will obviously have to be with the blues and purples, since I went with the other colors for this look, but I'm feeling so good about it. I do just want to do some liner. I'm just gonna tight line my upper waterline with my black eye pencil. This one's from Colourpop. I think I want to use a burgundy on my waterline. This one is Compassion from Rare Beauty. That was a good choice. This is super, super pretty. I do have a mascara to test out. I have this one from Surratt. It's the Releve mascara. I love their Noir Lash Tint, so I'll see if this one even remotely measures up. My lashes are very stubborn and straight and don't like to hold a curl, and I've been trying actively to like make mascara look better. I've been using like a lash serum that the brand Sweet Beauty sent me a few weeks ago, and I feel like it's helping, but I know with lash serums you really have to commit to it. I kind of want to try Grande Lash. I mean, that's the one that everybody swears by. So if you have personal experience with Grande Lash, let me know. And I also really want to try Grande Lash's Heated Lash Curler. So if you've tried it, let me know. In the videos I've seen, it looks amazing, and I think that I would love it because I've been lately heating my regular lash curl up with my candle flame behind me. And that seems to help a lot. Like I'll heat my lash curler just a little bit, not to where it's like hot, but just a little warm. And then I curl and then I apply mascara, and it tends to hold better for me. So yeah, all that to say is I'm gonna heat up my lash curler and throw on this mascara and see how it goes. Give this a mascara a whirl. I have high hopes, but we shall see. I only have high hopes just because their other mascara is so good. So we'll see if this one measures up at all. But man, curling my lashes with heat is like life-changing. Like, I don't know if it's the fact that I've been using that lash serum. I don't know if it's the fact that I've been heating my lash curler. Maybe it's both. But I swear mascara has never looked better for me in my entire life. That's why I'm very curious about trying Grande Lash out. So let me know if you've tried it. This is actually really nice so far. We'll see if it stays. And I want to do a second coat when it dries. But so far so good. I like that. I'm not even like anti-wearing fake lashes. Like I still love fake lashes. I just want to love mascara more. I want to love my natural lashes more. So I'm trying my best. Well, unfortunately this mascara doesn't really hold a curl. This is the one I just applied and this is the one I applied first, and it's already drooping, so that is unfortunate. I'll probably do a second curl and attempt to top it off with the Noir Lash Tint from Surratt and see how that goes. And then I'll move on to my lips. So I have the lip duo from the Donidarkowitz and Blend Bunny collab. We have the 89 Fine Lip Pencil. It's a really pretty brown. And then a sheer lip oil. It's in the shade Not My Ministry. I think for me, I'm going to fill in most of my lips with this brown liner, just maybe leave a teeny bit blank in the middle and kind of blend it out, and then I'll top it over top. So let's see how it goes. I love the lip pencils that Blend Bunny released a long time ago that I don't even think are available anymore. So I'm just happy to see a new one back in the rotation because the original formula was so good, and this seems very creamy, like the original, so that's great. That is such a pretty brown. Oh my gosh, it's so dark and so good. Just kind of filling in mostly, and then I'll kind of blend with my finger. Do the same to the top, overlining just a tiny bit in the center, and then again, just mostly filling in and blending it out. Even just the color of this lip pencil is everything. This like dark espresso brown is so good. And I will never stop shouting from the rooftops that everyone looks good in a brown lip. Do it if you've never tried it. So now I'm just gonna pop this over top. That is so cute. Those go together so nicely. I really like that. Well, this is the look. Let's take my silly little clips down. I love this. I think this came out so cool. I'm very excited to continue playing with so many of these things. Let's zoom out and chat. Thank you so much for just being here and hanging out and watching. I'm very excited to just, again, continue playing with a lot of these. The whole Blend Bunny Donidarkowitz collab is like perfection. I'm so pumped to continue diving in. These shimmers are everything. I just love this look. I love how it came out. I love this lip, love the highlighter palette. I'm really excited about these Surratt goodies. The mascara, maybe not my favorite just because it doesn't quite hold a curl in my lashes, but most mascaras that aren't waterproof don't, so I'm not surprised. But I am intrigued to continue playing with some of the complexion products. I also got a blush and a gloss from the brand I want to test out soon. Look how cute this little guy is. I just felt like this didn't go with the vibe. It's like neon peach. But I will be playing with these soon. But the other things I tried, like the foundation, the concealer, the bronzer, I'm very impressed with. So excited about those. I already know I love that Colourpop blush. I am not mad at the Lottie London powder. I was worried I wouldn't like it, but so far I don't mind it. I need to like continue playing with some of these to really form my thoughts, but I feel like this was a very successful testing out new makeup. Not really any flops except for maybe the mascara. And it's probably not even the mascara's fault. I think it's my fault. My lashes are just so stubborn, but I'm on a mission to make my natural lashes better. It's going to happen. I'm committing to it. I'm gonna get my way. I would love to hear your thoughts though. Have you tried any of these? Do you want any of these? I would love to hear your thoughts down below. If you made it to the end of this video, why don't you leave some autumnal emojis, because I feel like this is a very like autumnal look. I have a very fall t-shirt on today, so leave some fall vibes. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out a lot. And if you're not already, you can follow me over on Instagram. I'm BATTYBEAN there as well. And if you want to, you can subscribe. I'm posting most days over here. And you can join my channel memberships. The link to sign up will be down below. You'll get fun little perks, including a members only video once a month. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.